Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of We're the New Adults. I'm your boy TJ Williams. I'm going to be your host for this podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 16. Hey, episode 16, guys. I cannot believe we're on episode 16. We're almost done with season 1, but I am just so overjoyed that we have gotten this far. It's so crazy. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I had told myself that for season 1 that I was going to do 10 episodes. I had already pre-planned it, pre-organized it, that I was going to do 10 episodes for season 1. But whenever episode 10 came out, it was really just like it wasn't a good stopping point for me. And when I looked at the episodes I put out, I was like, wow, like I have so much more I want to talk about. So here we are, episode 16. I'm going to keep it going. I just want to thank y'all once again for just supporting me along this ride. It's been a ride, but we are still going and we're still pushing, and I'm just going to keep just trying to get better and better, put more content out and make it more relatable to you guys in any way that I can. Without further ado, let's get into episode 16. So I want to implement a new segment to this season. So for this episode, we're going to do, are they taking it or are they trying it? And that's going to be a fashion segment. I know. Y'all have been begging me to do fashion content, and I'm still trying to figure out all the kinks and everything of how I want to bring in the fashion content, but this is one of them. Are they taking it or are they trying it? Taking it means, I don't know if y'all are familiar with that phrase or not, but taking it means, oh, they are giving. The outfit is 10s, 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 no crumbs left, they ate. Are they trying it? They tried it, but they really didn't deliver. Like that's what trying it means. So it's either taking it or trying it. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame had their 2024 event this year, and it was a couple of days ago, and they had all the biggest stars come out, dress up, and basically honor all the new inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we're going to take a look at some of the red carpet looks from the night, and yeah, we're going to either say they were taking it or they were trying it. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off with my girl Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, love her. Love this outfit, honestly. I love that the top matches the trim above the skirt. That is really cute. Honestly, this is a good look for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let me tell y'all, when I'm looking at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame red carpet looks, I'm definitely looking for something edgy. Most of the time black, definitely a darker color. And yeah, give me that rock and roll vibe. And Dua Lipa, this is a perfect balance of rock and roll vibe, but also very feminine with the dress and the top, showing us body yaddy yaddy. Dark hair. Dua Lipa, she does a lot of different color hairstyles, so for her to go with the black hairstyle, I think that was just like what set it off and made it cohesive. So Dua Lipa, you're taking it. Lucky Daye, oh my god, my boy Lucky Daye. I love Lucky Daye. Let's get into this look. So with the shirt, we have a black satin shirt. I can see that he has like sparkly little lines going down the shirt, the seams of the shirt. And I love that there are sparkles in the shirt, because this could have been a plain Jane black on black, not really giving, trying it. But with the satin, I feel like, and with the sparkles on the shirt, that's what makes the outfit stand out. Lucky Daye is very expressive when it comes to his clothes. So for him to wear something toned down like this, I definitely think it fit the occasion. And, at the end of the day, you're there to support the honorees. You're not there to steal the show. So I think this is a good blending in the background outfit, and yeah, I like the shirt, like the pants. Love my boy. Should have wiped off the sunglasses a little bit, but hey, the sunglasses, they go with the fit as well. So he's taking it. Oh my god, can we get into this 3-part look with Zendaya? So Zendaya recreated an iconic look from Cher. I think Cher is getting honored. She got honored at the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame event. So this is a great homage to Cher. And let me tell you, so Zendaya came in with the coat. She came in with the coat. The coat was already given, first of all, and then she, bam, didn't even take the coat all the way off, had it on the shoulders, giving, and then took the coat off and gave us everything that we needed. And let me tell you about Zendaya. Zendaya never misses. I've never seen an outfit where Zendaya did not give. And with this not even being her own original look, it's like, I'm thinking, is this her? Like, is this her own style? Is this her own look? Like she's really taking it. Like, when I say taking it, this is what I mean, and Honestly, I have no notes. Honestly, if you zoom in on the dress is like detailed down. All the shimmers, all the shine, the bands that are going around her body, hugging her body real tight. This was definitely designed on her. You can tell because it just hugs her body so well. The long black hair. Now that is so Cher. Like honestly, this looks like a Halloween costume because the black hair is giving Cher all the way. And yeah, with a subtle natural makeup look, did not need too much beat. Yeah, the dress in itself took it alone. So Zendaya, you're taking it. You'll always take it, and take me with you. Mary, oh my God. So it's so crazy that to me, this look and Zendaya's look are very similar, and I feel like as far as the color goes, as far as the wraps and showing the body and the skin, I feel like that's what makes it similar. And the cloak, the cloak around, So I definitely think that although the looks are similar, each gave in their own way. And Mary is more of the seasoned adult. It's more of the seasoned. I've been here a while. Like, it's definitely giving that seniority, versus Zendaya's outfit. But both looks are amazing in their own. But Mary, I love this look. I love the jewelry. I love the M in the middle. Gotta have the M. If you take a peek under the cloak, you can see that she has some long gold gloves. Love that, with this gown. And the little bag. I think that's a little bag. I love when girls like have like the little bag, like the little accessory bag, just for a little extra oomph. Yeah, I do feel like the ginger hair was a perfect accent to this dress. Yeah, Mary, you're taking it. Honestly, everybody's been taking it. I haven't had no. Okay, so and I'm not gonna do my boy. I'm not gonna do my boy because at the end of the day, I think this is Lord, I don't want to get his name wrong, but I lose control. I think that's him. Tell me if I'm wrong, if that's not him. But this look, I feel like this look is very on theme for him. I do feel like he is very chill. Definitely go with the flow. That's the vibes I get from him when I have seen things of him. And yeah, I wasn't expecting too much, from this guy. I still do think it is very rock and roll. Black, like I said, a black attire is always fit. I'm not gonna lie, he's trying it, but he's taking it. I'm gonna give him a 50-50. I'm gonna give him, he's trying it, he's taking it. But I'm giving he's trying it, but not trying it in a bad way. He tried it, he tried it. It just didn't give too much, but it's not his fault. Diane Warwick, oh my God, Miss Diane, looking very good for her age. Don't even know how old she is, but I know she's up there. But looks very good. Love this blue, sparkly, pantsuit. I do feel like Diane Warren, you get a 10 just because you're amazing and you're a legend. So 10s, you're taking it, Diane. Miss Diane, excuse me. Kelly, my God. I don't know. Kelly, this is giving me 2015, 2016. I red carpet. It's not really giving me 2024. And but Kelly's very in the background. We have been seeing more of her from her talk show, but I really didn't expect too much from Kelly. But it's like when you look at Zendaya, look at Mary, look at those looks, it's like whenever you see something like this, it's more so like, oh, like dang, wish you could have gave a little bit more. It's definitely giving Homecoming also. Yeah, and I'm not really feeling it, Kelly. I'm sorry, but you're trying it. You're trying it. Don't know who this guy is, but when I say this belongs in my closet, this belongs in my closet. This looks like something I wear to a red carpet myself. And I feel like, this is perfect. This is definitely giving rock and roll. I can't tell what kind of shoes he has on. Looks like a boot. Looks like a boot from the front. That would be even better. It's definitely giving pimp. Yeah, like I'm really loving this look. You're taking it. You're taking it, sir. Ella May, oh my God, they tried to put Ella May and Beyonce next to each other. I'm like, okay now. Like, first of all, don't come for my girl Ella May like that. And two, no one can compete with Beyonce. Y'all crazy? But anyways, yeah, Ella May, love this look from you. Haven't been seeing too much from Ella May, so for her to even pop out at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's like, oh girl, okay, where you been? But yes, love this look. I always love these type of looks. Like these type of looks give me Chanel. Like I love a Chanel like with the jacket and the skirt. Love those type looks. Definitely giving very business, you know, with the shoes, the furry shoes set it off for me. Like I love the furry shoes with it. She could have went with a black stiletto. She could have just did a black stiletto, but that would have been very basic. Definitely would have gave front desk lady, and we don't want to give too much front desk lady. We want to give a little red carpet, and so the furry shoes gave a little red carpet, and love that. Yeah, you're taking it, LMA. You're taking it. Want to see more of you. Um, Next, Demi. Oh my God, right on time. As y'all can see, I have my sweater on. We are getting in sweater weather. Trench coat weather, not really sure, but it's working for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame red carpet. Love this black trench coat with the leg out. Come on, leg out. With the stockings. Stockings were obviously on theme for the rock and roll red carpet. Yeah, with a black stiletto. You can't go wrong. Demi, black hair, always, you know, she's always been a black hair girly, so it's just definitely giving rock and roll, that dark vibe, that edgy vibe. So you're taking it, Demi. But yeah, guys, but that's all that I have for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2024 event, red carpet. Let me know how y'all like this segment. Are they trying it or are they taking it? Okay, I want to react to more fashion looks whenever award season starts to roll out, Grammys, Oscars, all that type of stuff. So let me know if that's what y'all want to see more. But thank y'all for tuning into that segment. But let's get into today's topic. So today's topic is when the tables turn. Okay, so when the tables turn, and this episode is to talk to the people who are currently in a situation where they've been wronged, they've been let down, they've been switched up on, not really supported as much as they were. And it's to talk to those people who are currently going through that, because I feel like when you're currently going through that and you're a good person, you're just having all the question marks like, what did I do to that person for them to treat me that way? And most of the time you haven't done a thing, you know. So this is to talk to you and let y'all know that eventually the tables will turn, but this is how you process it. And I just want to let y'all know that some of the things that I've been through, some of the situations that I have been in where I was like, okay, like, did they really get the last laugh? And I'm here to tell you, no, they did not. No, they did not. So yeah, so when I think about situations in my life where I've had enemies, and I don't even like to say that I've had enemies, because most of the time when it's someone as an enemy, it's one-sided. I'm just being honest. It's most of the time someone having a problem with me. And I feel like I'm a great person. My mom has always raised me to treat people how you want to be treated. So that is one thing that I have always said that I will stick to. And I feel like if you have nothing else, you have your character. My sister told me one time, she was like, why would you switch your character based on how someone is showing you who they are? And when you break that down, it's more so like, just because someone backstabbed you, just because someone treated you wrong, did you dirty, that does not mean you have to put yourself at their level, which is a low level, just to meet them where they are. And it's like, no, you don't have to do that. Your character is all you have. So if you pride yourself on good character, treating people with kindness, you should always have that standard. You know, nothing should ever make you want to level yourself down just because someone else showed you who they are, which is a scum. I ain't gonna do too much. When I think about people who have wronged me, it's a situation that I can come up with right about now, and it was a heartbreaking situation because it was from a dear friend of mine. I remember the situation happened. I'm not gonna get too detailed, but it was basically whenever you're friends with someone, you confide in your friend. You know, you tell your secrets to your friend, not ever expecting, you know, that one day that if you and this friend aren't friends anymore, that they would start putting out information or putting your secrets out, you know, about you. And that's a lesson right there. Y'all have to be careful who y'all tell y'all business to. And I've told y'all that before, but these people who say they're your friends, you can't fully believe that wholeheartedly, you know, because the future always tells. You know, the future always tells. You never know what's going to happen in the future. You never know what someone will use against you in the future. So just be careful of who you tell your business to and how much information you tell people. And of course, like I said, whenever you're best friends or super close with somebody, you don't expect to even think about, oh, me and this person not being cool no more and them having all this information about me. You're not thinking about that in the moment, but I want to let y'all know to think about it just a little bit. So Yeah, so I got really backstabbed, by a very close friend of mine. I would have did everything for this friend. And yeah, they did something that was not only hurting me but hurting other individuals in the process. And I found out through social media. And to find out something through social media is the worst thing in the world, because it's more so like, dang, like you couldn't even came to me yourself. Like, you had to go to a platform before coming to me. Even though we're not cool, I would think the amount of years that we've had history, you could, hey, let me know something, not having me find out on social media. So when I found out on social media, I immediately called the person. I was like, hey, X, Y, and Z, I'm not cool with that. And their answer was, it's my social media. I can do as I please. And with that being said, they told the truth. When it comes to people, their free will, their freedom to do whatever they choose, they can do so. And my mom always told me, you have to stop expecting you out of people. You have to stop expecting people to treat you the way that you would treat people. Because every time you believe that, every time you think that, you're going to get hurt in the process. Not everyone was raised like you. Not everyone has the same standards as you. Not everyone has the same morals as you. So just because someone else is treating you differently, or just because someone else is moving differently than how you would move, that doesn't make them a bad person. It just makes them who they are. And you have to accept people for who they are and who they show you to be. But yeah, but that situation really hurt me a lot, because, and let me tell you, I didn't do nothing to that person. I didn't do anything to that person. So the way they acted out on social media and did all X, Y, and Z was all of them. All because they wanted to, all because they wanted to have the last laugh, because I'm the one who cut the friendship off. A lot of times people are bothered just because you are a good person. People want to bring that side out of you, and I'm a Gemini. So people are always like, oh, you got that other side to you. I'm like, yeah, I do, but it takes a lot to get it out. It takes a lot to get it out. And people don't like that. People don't like that you're so controlled. People don't like that you can handle your emotions. You don't have to flash out all the time. And so what people do is they pick. They pick because they know your soft spots, and especially people that you have trusted in the past and people that you have leaned on to, they know your soft spots. So whenever they can finagle their way into those soft spots and make you flash out, they're gonna do it. So you have to realize in those moments, whenever people are picking at you, still don't even give them that edge. Don't even give them that edge to get you to that point. Still know in your mind that, oh, they just mad, so they want me to get mad. And that's how you have to have that mindset. And that is an adult mature mindset to have, is even when you're in situations, knowing that the reason why you're in them isn't even because of something you've done. It's because of the other person's faults, the other person's trauma. And when you can look at a situation and look at a person and say, hey, let me pray for you instead. I see why you're angry. I see why you're upset, but let me pray for you, because I'm not about to go there with you. When you can have that type of maturity over situations, no one can stop you. And this goes for supporters as well. I look back on my beginning social media journey at 16, 17 years old, at the supporters that I did have. And not only, like I said in past episodes, not only were there all over the country, they were also very locally, all pretty much locally. And with that being said, whenever it got to the point of me stopping my social media content or maneuvering my content and changing the way I did things, the support, it dropped down, and I noticed that. I noticed that locally it wasn't as much routing for TJ, it wasn't as much routing for the stuff that I was putting out, and I look back whenever I was even beginning. I had haters in the beginning. When I was trying to build my fan base up, when I was trying to get my content together, I had haters, and you'll always have haters. There's not going to be a time in your life where you're not going to have haters. You could be doing good, you can be doing bad. It's always going to be someone saying that you're not doing it right, and who are they? Having haters and supporters in my beginning stages, and then to stopping my content and having haters and no supporters. Haters were going up and being excited because, oh, TJ ain't making his videos no more. TJ not doing him no more. Like, oh, he a bum now. He not, and I see these things, I hear these things. So of course to me, I'm like, dang, like I don't want them to be right, but I don't want to do that content anymore. But it's a part of you that starts to believe those things. When you're constantly hearing something over and over again from naysayers and people who don't believe in you and who don't support you, you start to low-key believe it. And that was a hard time for me because I was just like, dang, like I don't want them to have the last laugh. Like I don't want them to be right, but I don't feel right making this content anymore. But that doesn't make me a bum. That just makes me human. I've outgrown it, and I think a lot of the times that we look at outgrowing stuff as oh, you didn't finish. Oh, you didn't do it right because you didn't finish. But that's what this life is about. This life is about seeing what we don't like, seeing what we do like, and slowly getting towards whatever God has called us to do that feels right. If it doesn't feel right, and my pastor told me this past Sunday, he was like, if it's constantly bringing you sorrow, then it's not from God. And that's how I found myself to have people who didn't support me being happy that I wasn't making videos, to have supporters that did support me who were more so jumping on the hater train. It was definitely a hard space in my life, but I'm here to tell you that God, he always is gonna let you get the last laugh. The people who wronged you, the people who did you dirty, he's always gonna let you get the last laugh. He's gonna prepare a table before you in the presence of thine enemies. He said it. And anything that God said will come to pass. You may not understand it in the moment, like, dang, like, did they really win? Did they really, and it's not about winning or losing, but you can't help but feel like you lost whenever everyone is seeming right about a situation. When they're not right, that it's not over for you, but in the moment it feels over. So with them being excited, with them supporting your downfall, is more so like, wow, is this really it? Will I really not get a chance to redeem myself? And I'm here to tell you that you will. You may not see it right now what your next step is. You may not see it right now what your next venture is. Just because you haven't seen it yet doesn't mean it's not coming. Here I am doing it again. Every time I've stopped, taking a break, chose to go down a different path, it's been because I wanted to, not because of haters, not because of people not supporting, and I had to get out of that mindset of needing people to support me, begging people to support me. Like, you can't beg people to support you, because at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do. And like I said in the beginning, when people show you who they are, you have to accept it. You can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at the world. Like, you can't expect more out of them, because that's who they are. Once again, people are not the same. We were all the same, this life would be boring. I remember when I went and modeled, I did Fashion Week for New York Fashion Week. I did it for LA Fashion Week. Of course, me being from a small town, doing something like that, people had already made up in their mind, oh, he must be famous now. He must be a big model now. He must be, and had no idea, had no background of what I was doing. But, like I said, you're going to have people watching. You're going to have people assuming. But I remember coming back home after modeling and doing the runway, doing everything. I came back to my regular job at Walgreens. And, of course, people were like, oh, boy, I thought you was famous. I thought you was a model. What you doing checking me out? And I'm more so like, that was a one-time thing. Like, hopefully I can continue, but just because I went and did a show or a model, I didn't say that I was a runway model now. I didn't say that that's my occupation, that's my job now. I'm dropping everything. So what makes you think that what? Like, I didn't even first of all, I don't even know you. I don't even really know you. So for you to be coming at me talking about what you thought and what you saw, it's like, okay, so you did see it, but now you're assuming, and now you're not only assuming, but now you're trash talking me because I'm back in my 9 to 5 job. And that was a hard process for me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when it's constantly everyone's face of like what you're doing and what you're accomplishing, and like I said, I'm in a small town. Everyone knows me. I work at a very popular retail store, so I'm constantly seeing people that I know and people that know me. So for me to go from doing something in New York City, walking the runway, doing photo shoots, blah 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 blah, coming back home and basically being told that, oh, man, that wasn't nothing. I thought you would quit your job, whatever. It was frustrating, because more so like, I'm still proud of myself. I know what I accomplished. I know what I did. But you're making it seem like it's not enough just because I did that and came back to my 9 to 5. And also I was still in school. I was still at Northwestern. I was still taking classes. So I'm like, y'all really thought that I dropped everything just to go which I would, not to say that I wouldn't, but it just goes to show you people will assume, people are gonna always watch, people are gonna always be trying to figure out what it is he got going on, what it is you got going on, because they're nosy, you know, and people live off being nosy, people live off being messy, like just so they can go tell the next person, oh, he was in New York, but he back in Natchitoches, like, you know, and people like to prey on your downfall, people like to laugh at your downfall, people like to make it seem like you're not doing as great as it looks, or people like to make it seem like, oh, he's not doing nothing big, you know, that's nothing, you know, and that just goes to show you how insecure they are, you know, they wish they could do it, you know, and come back and still be in school and get their degree and do everything that they said they were going to do. Hey, but you know, I had to realize, I'm like, you know what, TJ, this is not your last runway that you'll be walking. This is the first of many. And yes, I did come back home, but it's gonna be a point in time where I'm gonna be off everywhere across the country, out of the country, doing shows, doing whatever, and they're gonna be like, dang, where TJ? You know, like, oh, he off doing big things, you know, and I have to remind myself of that. The tables will turn. You know, the tables always turn. You know, the God will always let you be able to get blessed in front of the people that spoke down on you. You know, the people that talked about you, the people that didn't support you. God is going to bless you in front of their eyes to not only show you that he don't play about you, but to show them he don't play about you. You know, and what an amazing feeling. Like I always say, like, what an amazing feeling to have a God that does not play about us. To have a God that is already organizing and already orchestrating events, you know, before we can even get to them, opening doors before we can even get to them, put our name in rooms before we even entered into the rooms, you know, and that's what I mean by the tables will turn. You know, you may be not supported right now, you may be getting condemned, talked down on, and feeling like you have no one around you, but I will let you know that you will get the last laugh. You know, as long as you hold on to your good character, as long as you hold on to the good person that you are, doing positive things, putting positive energy out in the world, then everything will come. Everything will come, and everything will begin to be on a consistent level. Revenge is never necessary. Sometimes we look at revenge as like, oh, let me do them how they did me. You know, I got to get them back because they're not gonna get the last laugh. But when I tell you that God is gonna make it to where you don't have to lay a finger on nobody, you don't have to move a muscle, because he's already preparing it to where that when he blesses you, they're gonna have no choice but to watch. Those people who said something about me coming back after modeling, those people who said something about me stopping my content, guess what they doing now? Trying to get on my podcast. And also I had a commercial, my first ever like commercial ad come out. Woo! And it's basically being broadcasted all around my local area, whether it's in my city, surrounding cities, and it's been popping up on everyone's Facebook, and it's basically giving people no choice but to see me. They have no choice but to see me and what I'm doing, the things that God is doing in my life, because it's a commercial. You know, you can't control what kind of commercials come up on your feed. You know, they just come up. You know, and so for all the people who said negative things about me and thought I wasn't gonna be nothing and said that it was over for me, you know, here I am. You know, and you don't have to be tuned into my podcast. You don't have to even be following me on my social media pages. You know, God's going to make it to where what? And that's what I mean by the tables will turn. They'll have no choice but to see it. They'll have no choice but to realize that, okay, like, dang, like, you know, like, we thought it was over for him, but it's obviously still going on. The show will still go on, and you will get the last laugh. But that's all I have for y'all today. The tables will turn, episode 16. Are they taking it or are they trying it segment? Let me know what y'all think about this episode, the segment, everything in the comments. Y'all follow my Instagram at We're the New Adults. You can follow my main page at tj.prodigy. Just make sure y'all like I said, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.